psychiatrist. Welcome to Ericksonian Hypnotism and brief hypnotism and stuff. I am not your scheduled speaker, so please be kind. Milton Erickson, how many of you have ever heard of him? Okay, how many of you have ever met him? Okay, so there's one person in the room who'll be able to call me a liar, so that'll work for me. Now, I usually like to start off light and stay that way as long as possible. How many Ericksonian hypnotists does it take to screw in a light bulb? This is a classic joke. You'll be patient. Anyone. Ericksonian hypnotist is screwing a light bulb. How many, please? All of them? That'd be one big light bulb. 2, no, it's 17. 17 Ericksonian hypnotists are screwing a light bulb, 1 to screw it in and 16 to write about how he did it. Milton Erickson was both a psychologist and a psychiatrist, and the premier hypnotherapist of his generation and day. Now, Erickson was an interesting character. A lot of you may not know that Erickson had polio. 2 bouts of polio in his lifetime, which is unusual because usually you only get 1 if you're going to get any. But to get 2 strands in your lifetime is pretty bad luck when it comes down to it. But it's through Erickson's difficulties that I genuinely believe gave him a certain insight into human behavior that actually made him as successful a hypnotist as he was. Now, those of you who've done NLPers? So those of you who've been NLP'd on, you'll understand all this stuff. Some of you won't. That was funnier in rehearsals. I'll do it again. Those of you who've been NLP'd on, no, still not funny. I'll take that out of the act. Erickson's work can be brought down to 4 key components, in my view. Language patterns, utilization, metaphor, and there was a 4th. Language, utilization, and we'll make one up as we go along. I know there's another one, but it'll become obvious momentarily. See, confusion, another good one. You're not sure whether I really remembered or not. Let's start with the first one. Let's start with utilization, because that is the easiest one to work with. Does anyone here know what utilization is? Sir? Okay. You take and utilize not only the external stuff that's going on, but also what the client comes in with in the first instance. How many of you have ever, and maybe you haven't, but sometimes folk do, they deal with smokers and say, actually you're not a smoker at all, you're a non-smoker deep down and this smoking thing isn't real. Anyone ever do that? Everyone ever try that? No? The idea is to utilize and acknowledge everything that the client comes in with and make that part of the program that you're going to do with them. So you argue with nothing. So for a person who says, oh, you will have had this, I don't go into hypnosis. My mind is much too strong for hypnosis. Anyone ever have one of those? That's right, your mind is too strong for hypnosis at the moment, but that's because you haven't relaxed long enough to realize that hypnosis is actually a nice and fun place to be. Now, did we tell them they were wrong? Anyone? Did we tell the client that they were wrong? No. Yes, we did, but we did it nicely so that they didn't realize they were told that they were wrong. Clients, surprisingly, do not like to be told they're wrong. It kind of upsets them. Go figure.